Hello everyone, Van here. Hope everyone's having a great day. And today I got for you guys some CTE items pertaining to the next upcoming DLC for Battlefield 1 Turning Tides. Now this was actually quite a surprise that they were releasing 2 maps and 6 guns onto the CTE on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday they updated it and added a couple of things to it. It was quite surprising, to me at least, that they were gonna put these 2 maps at such an early stage. Like, as you can see, there's no textures, there's still the grids on the map, it's just plain. It's surprising to me. Also, there are just a bunch of things that I'm gonna go into more detail of. So let's talk about first the 2 maps. They are Cape Helles and Aki Baba. Cape Helles is the naval invasion of Gallipoli by the British forces. And when we played it on Conquest, it was in the newest game mode that's coming in this DLC, Conquest Assault, which has actually, it's being reintroduced. It's been seen before in Battlefield 2, I'm pretty sure, and last seen in Battlefield 3. And then also it was updated, and on Wednesday we were able to play it on Rush. It's, to me, the new game mode wasn't quite fun from the start. I didn't like it because as you land, you just had, essentially, if you were landing with as a British on the British forces, you would land on the beachheads, and basically you get out right away and you're getting sprayed by LMGs or shot by sniper rifles. It was not very enjoyable at all for the landing, but the rest of the game mode was actually quite fun. You know, I would have liked to also test the map on normal Conquest, but you know, it's okay. So the game mode's goal is as the attacking force to cap all flags and then kill off the remaining enemies. So you start out landing, and you have a 250 ticket advantage as the landing force, which is the British on this map. So you have 250 ticket lead, but they have all the flags. So what you need to do is take your landing craft or jump out of a plane and go and start capping objectives. Once you cap all the objectives, then you must kill off everyone that's on the enemy team that's still alive, and once that happens, you win the game mode. I did find it actually, whenever I was defending, losing, and whenever I was attacking with the British, I actually won most of the time. Didn't really lose much when I was defending. Since the maps aren't complete, it's hard to tell gameplay-wise how this map stands. But then we move to Aki Baba, which is a map that has some great little canyons in it. This is further up on in the invasion of Gallipoli, so you're further inland on this one. It has several great like canyon paths that you can run through, but this map is terribly designed. It didn't matter which team I was on, I didn't win a single round on it. I was spawn trapped each and every time. Did not like the map at all, and I really hope that they go back and somehow find a way to fix it, because it was just absolutely annoying. Very, very annoying map. Also, one thing that annoyed me while playing on here was that DICE and EA decided to nerf movement, and they also nerfed the slide. Made it completely frustrating to me to play, because as soon as I hopped into the server thinking, oh, this is like just playing normal Battlefield, it wasn't. The game became so clunky, it was so hard to move. I ended up having to cut my sensitivity up 10 points from 25 to 35. Did not like it. It was, I don't know why they nerfed it on console. I can understand on PC because of the AD spam and things like that, where with a mouse and keyboard you can move much quicker than you can with toggles on a remote controller. I really don't know why they put that on there. The slide, I kind of understand, you know, because people just use the slide crazy good. It's one move that I picked up when playing, you know, just sliding into rooms and things like that, you know, slide to slide to slide. Now you have a cooldown to where once you slide and you get up, you go to slide again, the slide will be very short. It's because you don't have enough momentum as you're sprinting. So they nerfed that, which that's okay. Not a big fan of nerfing that. But one thing that I did like that they introduced, besides, they also introduced a while back, which was the improvement to time to kill for the assault class and support class, which I like that, so that, you know, some of the SMGs were quite quick to kill people with. Also, spawning on dead teammates is being fixed. I even have a clip where I spawned on someone and they died, and it took me back out and made me respawn. I really like that. I really like that addition to the game. I hope, you know, that something like that or that gets added. So now let's talk about the 6 new guns. The assault class is getting the M1912 Steyr automatic pistol and the 1917 trench gun, which is basically a C96 with a bigger magazine. The medic class is getting the Farquhar Hill rifle. The support class is getting the M1917 Browning light machine gun, and the scout class is getting the Arisaka and the Carcano rifles. So the M1912 Steyr automatic pistol was a gun. At first I didn't like it, but the more and more I played with it, I really started to enjoy it. It's going to be a killer in the smaller game modes like Team Deathmatch and Domination, where you have time enough to reload, because I found it a little harder to use in Conquest, but in Rush it was amazing. Loved it. It's like an Automatica but with less recoil, and the burst fire on it is just crazy good at range. Also, I really like the M19 or the 1917 trench gun. It's basically like an experimental, but for the assault class, and it's quite good. I did like it. Very, very small recoil, good sights. So overall, I like that one. The Farquhar Hill rifle, not as big of a fan of it, either in its optic or the stability one, which is going to be the Storm variants. Didn't really like it. I felt like it was a mix between the Mondragoon and the Selbstadler, which I really liked the Selbstadler in 1916, but it felt more like the Mondragoon, to where it was either a 3 to 4 kill. It wasn't, you know, just a 3 kill like the Selbstadler in 1916 is. Then, so the support class with the LMG, the Browning, it was actually quite nice to use. I prefer it over the Perino. You know, it has a 250 round magazine, so that thing never runs out of ammo. It was quite nice to use, but you know, I do prefer several LMGs over it. And then the scout class got the Arisaka and Carcano rifles. Arisaka actually, I think, is it's only going to become an infantry variant, so I think it's going to be a challenger for many of the infantry variants like the SMLE, the Gavera 95. I think it is a challenger for one of those top-notch infantry model guns. Then the Carcano, I did not like it. Felt more like a trench gun, kind of like the Russian 1895 trench. Did not like it. And then one thing that I did like that they added, and what you can see from my my picture at the start of the video when you click on the thumbnail, the Anzacs basically have been added to the DLC as the British troops. They're the British Empire. They're represented in that. The medic is the one that is most obviously closest to what they're wearing. It looks pretty much like an Anzac soldier. That's what you would expect. I do like how they did that. I think it's just, you know, they don't have enough time to put in voice overlays. That's the only reason why the Anzacs aren't technically in here, but if you look at their uniforms, they clearly pretty much are. Also, the Ottomans got new uniforms as well. The British Royal Marines are being added in this DLC, but we won't be seeing them till January when the other 2 maps come out. There's a new rocket flak gun gadget, and I actually used it. People might be panicking, pilots might be panicking, oh, it's going to be really OP. I only shot down 1 plane, and it was a bomber. I did damage to others, but it's not crazy effective. It's also quite good against infantry. Also, there was people were wondering how the grappling hook is going to be used. It's actually going to be used as a melee. So it's one of 3 melees coming in this DLC. Also, we'll be seeing a new elite class known as the Infiltrator. And here's the description. Hide in plain sight and move fast across the battlefield with the new Infiltrator elite class. This strategic kit allows you to take advantage of a permanent sprint boost while calling in artillery strikes and deploying a mobile spawn for friendly troops. So I think that this elite class, just like the Trench Raider, which has a speed boost, is going to be very effective. I don't know if it means, you know, Infiltrator, you know, that you can move across the battlefield faster in plain sight. I wonder if that means you can't be spotted on someone's mini-map. I'm just wondering about that. I think that would be a little OP, but I think it'd be cool to add that. You know, it's also in this DLC we're getting a new destroyer. Here's the description for it. Rule the waves with the all-new L-class destroyer. Jump into one of 4 seats and deliver mayhem to sea, air, and ground units using cannons, torpedoes, AA guns, and mines. So we won't probably be seeing the destroyer till the second part of the DLC comes out in January, when we're going to be getting the 2 other maps that are a little more naval based. These ones are a little more infantry based. Also, we'll be getting a new airship. Here's the description for it. Spawn on the new C-class airship and deliver death from above. This nimble airship has room for a pilot with 3 gunners and will be frightening sight on the battlefield. So I think that this is going to be added to the vehicle class, to where you can choose it instead of a fighter or an attack plane or the heavy bomber or the bomber. I think that this is going to be added in there. So I'm interested to see how fast it is as well. And you know, that'll have to do it today. I hope you guys like this video. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And until next time, this is CavsFan, signing off.